All right, everyone, here we go with the weekly reading for the week of the 25th through the 31st of May. Well, isn't that nice? It just sort of lines right up. Randomly at the bottom here, I'm going to shuffle for our reading. I got a Chariot, Five of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. It's a Mr. Fix-It energy. Mr. or Mrs. Somebody wants to fix something that they didn't get right, that didn't get quite right, that they fucked up. One or the other. It's a bittersweet kind of feeling there. I like that. Good. We'll see. Let's find out. Shuffle the deck right here. Give me the Soulmate Cycle Universe for the week of May 25th through the 31st, 2025. Nice smooth lead into June. Tomorrow I'm going to pull on the Mercury and Gemini, which blends with the new moon reading. And then starting on Tuesday, we're going to start your monthly fly-through for with the overview reading for the month of June. Should be interesting. All right, let's go. Let's do it. Shuffle the deck here, get ourselves a weekly reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Lovecherry, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. I know it's a weekly reading, but I'm not a fucking Time Lord, okay? So, that being said, what actions are they going to take? Well, that's an action card. The overall energy is sudden actions. Ace of Wands, sudden action. I mean, you might say passionate. Yeah, sure, a little bit. But it's sudden. It's an explosion. Look at it. It just pops off. Bam! Right? Out of nowhere. Okay? Cool. I like that. Out of nowhere. Right? Crossed by the Knight of Pentacles. A stopped deer in the headlights energy. And then bam! All of a sudden, nothing's going on. All of a sudden, something's going on. That's the overall energy. It's not surprising. This week, all bets are off. All bets are off this week. I'm telling you. It's a Mr. Fix-It energy. Take it for what it's worth. All of a sudden, something's not working. Then all of a sudden, it is. I'm going to split the Soulmate Cycle into 12 pieces, same as the Friday reading, except we clarify here. Never mind your sign. I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your horoscope. Right? It's just straight up energy reading. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate with you. It's text at the top of the description for anybody new here wants to know why there's no timestamps. No timestamps because that's not how fucking life works. It's not how energy works. Things bounce off different things every fucking time. Let me worry about that. You just watch the reading. If you don't have the patience, you don't have the temperance, it's too long, like a couple of people say. Fine. Yeah, it's long for me too. I got to take Advil to do this motherfucker. Huge pile of cards on the table. When I'm done, watch it at 2x speed. Click the settings button on your player, select the speed, push the number 2, and off you go. I'm funnier anyway on 2x. All right, then it cuts the video's time in half. It's terrific. All right. I edit on 2x, so, you know, for anything I need to edit, I don't watch the whole fucking thing. Fuck that. All right, here we go. I have to spend enough time with me. All right, story starts with Aries, position 1. Ends with Pisces, position 12. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate with you. You ready? Let's do this. Let's get this card pile going. Top of the, you know it had, you knew, didn't you? You knew that our reading was going to open with the King of Wands, the Burger King. If you've been watching the readings, ever since the Saturn reading, this fucker's been coming out all over the place. I think in the new moon reading, I couldn't get rid of this son of a bitch. Oh, man. Even at the beginning of the week in the 3 card, right? Am I right? I don't know. I don't remember. I just know I'm sick and tired of this fucking energy. Okay, the King of Wands, the Burger King. Actions they're going to take. Somebody's going to do something that benefits them. Probably towards you, or maybe away from you. I don't know. We shuffling the witches to clarify. Let's do it. All right. This is for everybody. I mean, this book ends the all signs position, the theme energy of the cycle, the Cancerian position. So, something here for everybody. This is the beginning of the story. You know? Even if you're shit at reading books, you read the first couple of pages. You know. I tell you. All right. Let's see where we go. Let's see where we're at. You read the first couple of pages, the end, and then the back of the book. I mean, you can pretty much fake a book report at that point. That's what the general course kids do anyway. You can't get away with that in college prep stuff or anything. Oh God! All right, here we go. King of Wands. Why is it here? Crossed by the Page of Pentacles. Somebody here is coming. It's communication. The environmental energy is somebody knows they need to do something. This King of Wands is a little weak in the knees. And they want to do something that boosts their ego a little bit. They don't like feeling, this energy doesn't like feeling small. That's why it puffs itself up with the hood. The hood's bullshit. It's still the same skinny snake. It doesn't want to bite. You know, it doesn't want to bite if it doesn't have to. Anything that takes energy, animals don't want to do. It's why they spend most of their time sitting around, you know. Right here, what's on top? Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. So somebody's taking a very sudden action here. Somebody's acting a little bit out of character because they feel small. And this energy doesn't like feeling small. Why is the Ace of Wands here? What is that? 7 of Pentacles. I need a bridge here. Bridging energy. 10 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to change their life. There's some aspect of you and them that makes them feel small. It makes them feel out, or it could be, because I'm just reading energy, it could be like they're spying, for example. This is my big card of spying. They're spying and they feel stupid for it. They want to just go in, right? And just say something. Man up, woman up, whatever it is. I don't know. They got a sudden notion in their head, and it's very sudden with that Ace of Wands there, which is matching. These cards are closest related to the overall energy, so that's, you know, it's very sudden. They just, you know, I don't know. It's a sudden action from the King of Wands. It's probably some kind of communication or something. There's something they want you to know that makes them, that will puff them up. Maybe they think that you think they're small, right? The King of Wands can't have that. Narcissists can't have that. So there's some piece of information about them that they want you to know, right? I don't know. Something like that. I got a neighbor that's a narcissist. I talk about him all the time, right? He was like that. He has all kinds of things. He, you know, and when I called him a loser one time for screwing around with garbage in the back alley, he couldn't have that. I knew that would drive him crazy because he's a fucking narcissist. So then he's got to make sure I know that he's this and he's that. So he's talking loud on the phone when he walks past on the sidewalk, you know, talking about his degrees he's got and things like that. I mean, it's so obvious, right? It could be something like that. Somebody thinks you think they're small and they want to show you they're big by talking about something or have you overhear something. It's communication related. I don't know if it's direct. It could be. Okay? I'm just trying to be thorough for you because this applies to a good number of you. It can play out 1,000 different ways. Right? Anyway. Taurus. I thought to myself, I don't care how many degrees you got, how many languages you speak, you're still a fucking loser. That's what I thought to myself. It doesn't matter. The narcissists don't understand that. It's all self-serving for them. You know, it's all about, it's always all about them. You know, that's why it's best just to give them their ego trip and move on. All right. Taurus, position 2. Me, I'm a glutton for punishment. Sometimes I just can't help myself. 6 of Pentacles. Well, it's somebody giving. It's an equal. I don't think this person's capable of equal giving. I think this person thinks they're ready now. I think they're ready for a good, real relationship. Okay? And I think they want to, I don't know, be there's a generosity energy here. I don't know what it means yet. It is what it is. I'm just being honest with you. You don't want me making shit up. I don't know. 6 of Pentacles. Why? Okay. Why is it here? Yeah, justice. Yeah. Somebody wants to show you they've changed. Oh, this seems to be the theme. Oh, I believe it. Somebody wants to show you they've changed. They want to fix, or they want to right a wrong. It's a little similar to what I said here, just slightly different. This person here wants to prove to you that they're not little. This person here wants to show you that they're better now. That now they're ready to give on the level that you can give. Okay? I don't believe it either, but I'm just saying, okay, fine. What's on top? The Lovers. What did I just say? Right? Rewind. They're ready for the pay-by-the-hour motel. And usually you have to pay for the whole thing. Now they're willing to show you that they can pay for half. Right? You each pay for a half hour. That's what they want to show you. It just feels like that. Yeah, somebody wants to show you that they're making new choices now. They're doing things differently. They're better. They've healed. Archangel Raphael, healing energy. They want to heal the connection. Why is that here? The 2 of Swords. Again, it's the wrong thing. It's almost like, even if this is true, it's not really what your problem with them is on some level. In other words, it's only part of the issue. Though the issue isn't whether or not they could, just catch my drift. You don't have to take me literally. The issue isn't whether or not they could pay for half the motel room. The issue is the motel room. It's pay by the hour. Right? Why not take me on a trip? for a week or two, and then we live together and we get a place together. It's not whether or not you could pay for half the hotel room. It's the fact of what the hotel room is, and it's a motel, not a hotel. See what I'm saying? They're worried about the wrong shit. But that's okay. You might hear from this person. It's possible. What's the bridging energy here? Yeah, Seven of Swords. Look, always a Seven of Swords in this position. Always some bullshit. Always some fucking. It validates everything I just say. They got it wrong. It's okay though. They're starting to get there. Look, it's a start. So, with some people, you got to take people for how they are. Accept them for who and what they are. That's why you got to see them for real. You got to look at people with neutrality so you can see who they really are. Otherwise, you get snowed. You get sucked into their myth, or you get sucked into someone else's idea of what they are, or your idea, or worse, your idea of who or what they are. Right? This person is what they are. This is what take the wins with this person where you can get them. If they're willing to pay for half the by the hour motel room, yet the issue is much bigger than that. Take the win where you can get it. It's going to have to be incremental with this person. Okay? It's just the way it is. They're missing the big picture here on a high level. Seven Swords, I don't doubt it. Gemini, position 3. 3 of Swords. Well, that doesn't bode well for communication. I mean, I'm finding it's going to be difficult for me, even if I was rainbow unicorn bullshit tarot, to say to you, that's communication. Somebody's going to reach out. I'm finding it hard here. Somebody's had the rug pulled out from under them. What did I say yesterday? I wrote down, you had the 9 of Wands. I wrote it down on my post-it note. Yeah. It's like I talked about Flam the parrot. Didn't I, where I said I don't want him climbing the bike, so I watch him? Right? Yeah. Somebody tried to climb the bike, and they got somebody who controls this person left the door open. Your person tried to go out it against their best interests. They had the rug pulled out from under them. Why is the 3 Swords here? Yeah, I'm right. It's crossed by the 8 of Wands. They tried to reach out. They took the bait. Somebody took the bait here. What's on top? 6 of Pentacles. Somebody took the bait here. Why is the 3 of Swords here? Because somebody tried to do something. Somebody tried to give. Somebody tried to have a life. Somebody tried to be happy. Why is the 6 of Pentacles here? The Queen of Swords. And they got spanked for it. Again, they got spanked for it. Here's one of the swords. What's the bridging energy? There's the card you had yesterday, isn't it? Is that the card you had yesterday? Am I right? I wrote it down on my post-it note. Was it the 9 of Wands? Was it? Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about, motherfucker. And I say motherfucker with love. It's just an out there in the air, motherfucker. It's not you. Right? Yeah. Oh, I'm right about this. Oh, people do that all the time. If you're controlled by somebody, they will trick you. They'll let you go. Yeah, go out and if you have like a jealous boyfriend or girlfriend, and you say, I'm going to go out and hang out with my friends, and we're going to go do something, right? They might say, oh, sure, go ahead. Yeah, have fun, right? Wow, and you're all warm inside thinking, oh, they trust me. It's a wonderful thing. Oh, it feels so good that I'm trusted. They will follow your ass in the car, a few cars behind. They're outside watching the whole time. You go outside, you'll catch them there. This person here kind of had the rug pulled out from under them. Something like that happened. They felt like somebody trusted them, and then they went to do something. They went to go for it, and they got spanked. They got fooled again, if you will. And the Who once saying won't get fooled again. People get fooled all the time. All right. Anyway, I've made my point. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle. Slice number 4 of our 12-size pie. Something here for everybody at bookends position 1. This Burger King, King of Wands. Page of Wands. Yeah, somebody feels it's right. Look, rewind. What did I say? This was crossed by the Page of Pentacles. I said this King of Wands over here feels small, right? Yeah, they feel like a page. They want to come. This is somebody coming towards you. You've got somebody coming towards you who wants to feel big again, wants to show you that they've changed, wants to show you something, wants to show you that they can do something. They can't really do it, But somebody here, something about you, some aspect makes them feel small. Something more they think that you think they're small. They want to try to show you that they're big. That's all. That's all it is. All right? I'm telling you right now. All right. Oh, baby, the water was just cold. It was cold out. Oh, I swear. Right. Oh, okay. Right. It was cold water. Yeah. All right. Page of Wands. Here we go. Page of Wands. Everybody knows you don't go skinny dipping into cold water, you dumbass. Alright, it's caused by justice. What did I say? Doesn't that back up every word I just said? The environmental energy is justice. Look how big it is. The pool was cold that day. Now look at it. All you got to do is catch my drift. You don't have to take me literally. Something about you, or they think that you think that they're small in some way. A small person, a small dick chakra. I don't fucking know. I have no idea. But they're coming to get some justice. I'm going to show you. If they're doing it through communication. And it might be direct communication. It might be indirect communication. It could be what I described my neighbor did. And I called him a loser for putting garbage on my car because he accused me of leaving garbage and I didn't do it. You know, and every time after that, he knows I play guitar. He's got to take his guitar out and play it so everybody can hear it out in his courtyard. Then when he's walking past my window, he's got to talk about his degrees that he has to make it. It's all a bunch of, the water was cold in the pool. That's why it was small. You know, it is. It's all a bunch of that. It's all petty bullshit from a narcissist. What's on top? 3 swords. Yeah, somebody wants to make you feel small. Somebody wants to make you feel bad. Right? I give it to you, motherfucker. Right? Yeah, you call me a loser? Yeah, I went to Harvard. Yeah, okay. Well, you're still a loser. Then you're a loser who went to Harvard. Great, good for you. Right? Why is the 3 swords here? King of Swords. Somebody wants to, again, it's just what I said about I said, why is the 3 of Swords here? You heard what I said. Somebody wants to give it to you. Somebody does. Somebody wants to show you how big it is. There it is again. There's that person showing off how big their fucking sword is. I'm right. I'm totally right. Okay? All right. You want a bridging energy here? Fine. You want to waste a card? Fine. It's karma. It's judgment. All right? It's a moment of reckoning for this person and you. This all jokes aside about cold pools and Harvard losers. I mean, all jokes aside here, okay? This is someone who it's a moment for you to see someone for who they really are. That is a gift in life. And it's also a way for you to see how they really feel about you, because if somebody cares enough to do this, they obviously admire you. All right, Leo, position 5. I'm doing the drum beat to the We Will Rock You. You know, it's somebody doesn't know what they want here. Somebody's confused. They've put your energy down and they can't remember where they put it. Somebody's thinking, well, it's sort of along the lines of We Will Rock You. It's a bit of somebody who thinks they're going to be a big man someday, a big woman someday. Someday they'll break free, right? I don't know. Why is the 7 cups here? I know they've walked away from, yeah, they have. I don't need Steve's viewer, the 4 of cups. Nothing's good enough. Nothing's cool. They're in an energy right now where they're just, it's this isolationist kind of thing. What's here? The King of Cups. Why is that here? The Devil. See, there's the toxin. They're okay with it. I'm fine. Someday I'll break free, but right now I don't need Steve's viewer. You know, I mean, it's just, this person says their own inner critic is just, they're getting killed by it. They're just getting berated by their own inner critic. And bridging energy is the Queen of Cups. The net result is my desert queen. This person's capable of great love, but the cup is fucking empty and the land is barren and the water is way over there. What are they going to do this week? They're going to fucking figure out that they're an idiot at some point in this week's energy. And again, I'm not a time lord. It might be next week. I don't know. But they are. They're going to figure it out. It's fine. They'll get past this. Are they coming towards you? No. No, they're too busy thinking someday I'll break free, you know, whatever. I mean, you just, this person's not going anywhere. You're still there. They can play the shell game with your energy all they want, but you're still there, right? I mean, it doesn't matter. Hide Steve's viewer's energy. Hide the soulmate energy. Position 6, Virgo. Fucking hell. I can't wait to see the June reading for that. I may have said that yesterday too. I can't wait. Virgo, position 6. Sometimes my wild card. Sometimes you guys show up. This is you. You're somebody's. The King of Pentacles. People go to the King of Pentacles for stuff, right? The King of Pentacles is where you go when you need a loan, when you need a this, when you need that. You got somebody here. This is the reverse of yesterday's, where I said somebody's going to give you some kind of gift. Didn't I say that? And I said that there's a motive behind it. Yeah, somebody wants something from you. But I think you're the only one that can provide it. That's the thing, you know? I need a cup of purple urine. And you're the only one, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're pissing out purple urine. You're the only one who is. I have no idea. They got to bring the warlock on the hill, cup of purple urine and 2 eagle feathers. And you got the purple urine. I mean, all you got to do is catch my drift here. And whatever it is, you're the one. You're the only one who can provide this. So they're bringing something in return. I like that, but what's this? Yeah, it's the 4 of Cups. You're somebody's end-all, be-all. It's, yeah, you are. You're somebody's end-all, be-all. They don't like having to go to you. They don't like having to give you a gift. This person, I picked up on that yesterday. This person doesn't like you. I don't understand. I mean, because it felt like it could be romantic the other day. Wasn't it a Knight of Cups or a Page of Cups or some shit like that? It was a cup. I know. Why is this here? The 10 of Wands. It's hard for them to do this. Why? I mean, I have no idea. I mean, bang the harpy in the corner and you'll get $100. Are you serious? I won't bang that. Oh, man. You know, I mean, I don't fucking know. I don't. You're like that. I'm not saying it's just hard for this person to do it. Okay. Why is the 10 of Wands here? The 9 of Swords. I don't know what else to say. You're their only hope. You're their fucking Obi-Wan. You're their only hope. It's like, imagine Star Wars where Obi-Wan didn't want to help. They found him in the cave and told him what was going on. He's like, fuck off. Right? And nothing ever happened. He was never on the Millennium Falcon. He was never, that's it. Gone. That's it. He just left the movie. He's never there. It's a bit of that. This person just, you're their only hope, but at the same time, they're just, I don't know. They're not interested. I don't know. Maybe you're not interested? What's the bridging energy here? Maybe, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. They have nowhere to go but you. And they don't like it. I don't know who this is, but they've got nowhere to go but you. Perhaps a better analogy wouldn't be that Obi-Wan isn't interested because you're their Obi-Wan. Perhaps it's, well, we don't really want to go bother Obi-Wan. Fuck him. Right? Let's just take off without him. They'd rather not, but they have to. Maybe Obi-Wan was a prick and they just don't want to deal with it. I have no idea. I have no idea. Now I owe Star Wars and Disney's like thousands of dollars because I've mentioned Obi-Wan too many times. I mean, but at the end of the day, you're somebody's only opportunity. They're going to try to woo you into doing something. All right? I don't think it's banging. I think it's very practical, very pentacle related. But they're going to use cups to woo you. Right? Might use flattery. Might be a gift. I don't know. Keep your eyes open for this. If this is you, remember what I said yesterday. All right? You decide whether or not you want to take part or not. All right? Okay. I mean, Obi-Wan had to. He was under contract and got the acting role. I mean, he had no choice. It's in the script. You don't have a script here. All right. All right. Position 7, Libra. 8 of Swords. Yeah. You got somebody really putting out some energy towards you. Somebody's putting out some energy towards you. You need to put up a block of some kind. I think you need to put up a block. I think this energy is pissing you off. It might. You might start to feel like you're in a mood this week. Did I say that to you? I didn't write down what yours was yesterday. Okay, why's the 8 of Swords here? Wow, again, it's crossed by justice. I wanted to say this a little bit about the Eight of Swords. Somebody's throwing daggers your way, energetically. Why? Why? Did you... Sometimes, if it's this is all about a narcissist. So, they don't like to lose arguments. Maybe you won an argument with somebody a long time ago and you've long forgotten about it. You're long gone from it. But for them, it's come back, it's fresh. Fresh as a daisy. What's on top? Yeah, the Five of Cups. Why is that here? The Empress. Somebody doesn't like that you're doing better than them. Somebody attached to you doesn't like that you're doing better than them. Or maybe this feels like old energy. It does. What the hell did you get yesterday and why didn't I write yours down? I thought I should have. This is some powerful shit. Anyway, I'll just go with it. You might... it feels energetic. You might hear from somebody like in the 3D phone call kind of thing, hard communication. I don't know. It feels more like they're sending you daggers through. They heard that you were doing well, and they're not doing well. Or it's somebody who heard you doing well, might be doing as well as them, and they wish you weren't. Okay? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've had this happen before. I don't have any idea. You know. I can dig it. There's nothing you can do about it except, shut it down, try to distract yourself, try to ignore it maybe. I don't know. I thought that was, because I wrote down Scorpio position, and I thought they had to distract themselves. Or was that Pisces? No, that was Pisces. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong post-it note. Yeah, that's weird. So somebody at a distance is thinking about you, and it might put you in a mood. It might make you start to feel bad about yourself or put you in a bad mood. Remember who you are, okay? Remember, you're this energy. That's how they see you, and that's what's pissing them off. Acknowledge that you're this energy, the Empress, and you'll be fine. If you find yourself in this energy, don't believe it. It's a pile of bullshit. It really is, okay? All right, let's go. Scorpio, position 8. 8 of Wands. Yeah, you got communication coming rather suddenly from someone at a distance here. Somebody's talking to you about something. Somebody's talking to you about something. What are they talking to you about? Lightning bolts? I don't know. It feels like it. Let's see where we go here. Oh, I didn't pull it. The bridging energy here was the Ace of Cups. I'm sorry. I didn't take it out. I looked at it and I put it back. I don't know why. Ace of Cups was the bridging energy on the Libra position. Perhaps I need it for somewhere else, and that's why, everything happens for a reason. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a future reading where it needed to be in a certain spot, and that's why I didn't pull it. I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. You can't pick and choose that. You either believe that or you don't. Right? It applies across the board. You can't just... Don't be like my mother is with the Bible and pick and choose the parts she likes and ignore the parts she doesn't. All right, you don't want to be like that. If you have faith that things happen for a reason, you believe it across the board. All right. So anyway, the Ace of Cups was the bridging energy there. You can I don't know. You can bridge a gap here. You can play the big. If you do hear from this person, you can shower them with love. I think that'll just I think the energy says to do that. I think that'll just make things worse. If I were you, I would just ignore this shit. If you find yourself in this energy, forget about it. Remember, you're the Empress. But you're definitely getting a wave of energy from somebody. It could be communication. It's probably just a wave of energy. Scorpio here with the 8 of Wands is getting communication. And look at that. We were just talking about it, right? We said it had to, if it happened for a reason, I probably needed it somewhere else. That's why I didn't pull it. Ace of Cups, right there. Boom. Come on. Right? There you go. So, have faith across the board when you believe in something. You don't have to believe things happen for a reason, but if you do, you can't pick and choose, oh, well, in this instance, right, no. Everything is everything, okay? I'll tell you. All right, here we go, Ace of Cups. You're somebody's guru here. You're showing the environmental energy is the Ace of Cups. You're showing somebody how to love, but it's not like that private lessons movie where the lady next door teaches the teenager how to fuck. It's not that kind of a thing. It's just more of you're giving somebody some kind of spiritual advice or something, or you're opening somebody's heart chakra with your words. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now everybody's going to go look for Private Lessons, the movie, right? Yeah, that's right. I think that was my first nudie movie when I was a kid. I'm not sure. Anyway, the Queen of Pentacles. And why is that here? The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're helping somebody come in from out of the cold. You get nothing but good karma for this. This is beautiful energy. What's the bridging energy? Yeah, the Two of Pentacles. Somebody's confused. Somebody's going nowhere. Somebody's stuck. You're about to get them unstuck. You're about to bring them out of the cold into the warmth by teaching them something, showing them something. Maybe you point them in the direction of something. You open their heart chakra in some way through your words. Okay? I think I said yesterday you might point them toward a spiritual thing or something like that. Yeah, sure. It could play out that way. Or it could just be you say something nice to somebody who everybody always picks on and they feel bad about themselves. You know? You want to get some instant good karma? You know, if somebody getting bullied at work or something like that, and if they feel bad about themselves, they're getting snickered at, laughed at, or whatever, go tell them, go tell them something nice. Go open their heart chakra with your words. You know, I'll tell you, a little bit of this cup goes a long fucking way. I will tell you right now. Okay, love is very powerful energy, most powerful. It's where we come from. It's where we go back to when we finish this journey in these vessels. All right. Sagittarius, sometimes separate from the cycle, sometimes part of it. Oh, I wrote down what you had yesterday, the Queen of Pentacles. At least it's not going to come up again today, right? Yeah, the Fool. I didn't feel it. You have a lot of energies around you that have put you on pedestals. I wrote that down from yesterday. One of these energies is actually a very powerful soul connection. The problem is, let's say, for example, and I'm not saying this is the case, just catch my drift, okay, please. I'm not saying this is the case. But sometimes, in very rare instances, there's like this big, huge celebrity, right? Huge thing. Brad Pitt, somebody like that, okay? And you're just drawn to that person. In some cases, you actually have a deep soul connection with that person. But the problem is, that has a feedback loop, because then you've got the myth of that person, which is what the PR agencies put out in the press and everything. So you put that person on a pedestal, which then feeds the deep soul connection and makes it go kind of batshit crazy. It can go a lot of different ways. You could meet Brad Pitt and make a complete ass out of yourself, right? You could become something where the police have to come and put you in jail. Or it can go in a negative direction and end up a Dateline NBC story, right? Where you meet Brad Pitt with a 45. You know, it can go that way too. It is what it is. You can't do that. You got to stay neutral with people so that you don't put them on pedestals. Everybody's shit stinks. The Chariot, I'm showing it to you because I want you to look at it. Somebody's coming towards you, and they're of mixed energy. You see how one horse is kind of going one way? They're not really controlled in this deck here. All right? Let's see where we go. What's on top? 10 Swords. And why is that here? I said this to you yesterday. It's a powerful soulmate that you might have to say no to. Sometimes you've got to say no. Somebody's very determined to get to know you. I'm telling you, you have a very powerful soul connection with this person. But sometimes, no matter how powerful it is, there's just no way it's ever going to balance. You have to say no. Okay? You have to. And so you'll know who this person is. You'll feel the energy, and you'll feel like you can't, especially if you're very intuitive, if you can read people, you'll feel like you can't control this person. That's why I kept showing you this while I was talking. This person here who's in this chariot can't control these horses. You'll feel like it's out of control. You have to say bye-bye when that happens. Okay? You have to. But my recommendation to you is you do it nicely. Because we have a very powerful connection here. We have a star. This is a divine connection that's gone wrong because I don't know why. Somebody has fallen for a myth that's attached to you. They've created a myth around you. This week, this energy might approach you. Again, I'm not a Time Lord. Could happen next week. The week after might have happened last week, for all I fucking know. Pay attention for this. You'll know because the energy will feel out of control to you. You'll be like, I can't read this person. I don't know what's going on, right? Okay. Capricorn, position 10. 10 swords. Wow. Somebody feels like it's over with you. But somebody might be coming to tell you it's over. Somebody might feel like they've tried everything they can. Somebody's tried everything they can. We tried to save the bison. We did everything we could. Okay. All right, doctor. All right. Fine. Everything you could, huh? All right. I believe it with 10 swords in it. I mean, what the hell? All right, 10 swords. Why is it here? Capricorn, position 10. You get a 10. 10's at the end, dead end that lead to a new beginning. The Magician's about new beginnings, right? It's crossed by the Magician. They're wrong. They're wrong. The doctor was wrong. You notice I got cynical with the doctor there. I said, hey, you tried everything you can, eh, doctor? Interesting how your surgery ended at noon and you have a 12:15 tee off. So you tried everything you could, huh? So you see what I'm saying? You catching my drift there? Right? Somebody here, I don't want to blame you, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to blame anybody. I'm going to say somebody. Might be you, might be them, might be both. It was kind of a half-ass attempt to save this bison, this connection. All right? The universe is saying it's not dead if you want it. It's just an illusion. That 10 swords is just an illusion. All right? You could still save it, but you'll have to miss the tee-off time. Okay. Well, so you have to put in a little more effort. I don't know who this is. I have no idea. What's on top? 8 of Pentacles. Effort. Work. You got to put in the work if you want to retire to the 9 of Pentacles, right? You can't just sit there. I'm going to fire your ass if you're not doing something. You know, what if I didn't do my job here? What if I just, hey, I'm Steve, hi, and it's just a blue table and I don't say anything for 35 minutes. We just sit here like this. Steve here. Right. You wouldn't come to the channel anymore. Sometimes when I talk, people don't come to the channel anymore, but I'm not going that way. I'm just saying, you know, either way, you got to put in the effort here. I'm right. 100% correct. Why is the 8 of Pentacles here? The 4 of Wands. There's a chance here for something good. If you put in the work, you two can be together. They disconnect. This bison can be saved. All right. What's the bridging energy? The 7 of Cups. There's actually a lot of things that haven't been tried with the Magician crossing. There's a lot of tricks, a lot of things, a lot of ideas that haven't been tried. This was half-assed. I know you might be like, well, Steve, I put in everything I could. Then it wasn't you. Then they half-assed it. Fine. As long as you're being honest with yourself, I don't really care. I'm just reading the energy. All right. Take it as it resonates. All right, here we go. Aquarius. Right, I love that. Aquarius. 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 Position 11. Sometimes my wild card spot. You guys kind of already showed up here, though. I'm not sure. Let's see. Page of Cups. It's an apology, and I don't know why. Are you expecting an apology from somebody? It's an apology. I don't often get that with the Page of Cups. I know a lot of readers get it all the time. They say, it's an apology. It's an apology. I don't get that a lot. I get it. That's all this is. It's an apology. You may have an apology coming from somebody this week. It doesn't have to be a runner. It could be a family member, a friend. It feels very friendly to me. I don't feel like it's banging or anything like that. Okay? Well, I mean, you might bang after the apology, right? If it's a friend with benefits or something. Why is the Page of Cups here? Yeah. What did I say? Why am I your second favorite? 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Somebody's reaching out with an apology. I'm sorry. There. Don't come at me and go, it didn't happen, Steve. I just apologized to you. I just said I'm sorry. It just happened. So shut the fuck up, right? There you go. No, I mean, it's not for me. I'm not here. I'm in a kestrel field. I used to sit in when I was a kid watching kestrels hunt right now. They're a small falcon. Sometimes people don't know, what are you talking about with kestrel? It's a small falcon. Used to be called a sparrowhawk, right? This is a small duck, right? Tiny little duck. It's a small gesture from somebody. Okay, it's start. Why is that here? The High Priestess. Well, either it's something that you've long forgotten, or you don't even know what the fuck this is about. What are they apologizing for? I don't joke about anything that's not in the energy, right? I said jokingly a little bit ago, it's definitely coming true because I just apologized to you. I said, I'm sorry. But you might think, well, what the fuck is Steve apologizing to me for? Right? It might be a bit of that. It might be somebody walking up to you and you don't even know, what are you talking about? I don't even remember this happening, right? Something like that. It could be. Why is the High Priestess here? In the Chariot. Somebody's determined to apologize for something that is long gone. Maybe it's been long forgotten. Maybe it's not. You've let bygones be bygones. If this is a friend, you still hang out with them. You know, but you know, we don't talk about it. You know, again, it is what it is. I have no idea. So whatever it is, it's nice. This is nice. For once, I got to be Rainbow Unicorn Tarot. Holy shit. Mark it on your calendar, people. That's nice. I like that. All right, let that happen. Accept the apology. It's probably no big deal for you two anyway. It's already been forgotten. Jesus. Okay, Pisces, position 12, always red with 1. All back to this fucker. All right, always red with the King of Wands over here. And what the hell did, the 7 of Cups, right. What do we get? 3 of Wands. Well, something's about to happen. I know, right? Woo! This guy's amazing, Mom. He said something's about to happen. Yeah, something's about to happen. And I think, well, that flew out of the deck. I think it's either a fight. It's both. It's sideways. It's a 5 of Wands, but that's both upright and upside down. So I'm going to put it sideways. So I think you're about to get into an argument with, you got communication coming from somebody, you know. And I think you're about to get into an argument, and that argument is going to solve another argument. Okay? I mean, I don't know. Happens sometimes. I don't know. Why is the 5 of Wands sideways here? 6 of Swords. What did I just say? What did I just fucking say? Why am I your second favorite? I have no fucking idea. That's why. That means something here. I'm not talking about myself. I don't give a fuck. I'm just playing with you when I do the second best thing. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. I'm the first best at Steve's Love Tarot because I'm the only one here. So, you know, honestly, it doesn't matter. Some kind of argument here. Some kind of argument gets settled once and for all between you and somebody else. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Let's see where we go. Maybe you both realize you were being foolish. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. I don't know who this is with, but you have at least a moderate, I won't say mild, it's probably stronger than mild, at least a moderately powerful soul connection with whoever this is. Oftentimes those are exes or friends, but they're not friends you see every day. This would definitely be somebody you used to hang with because you had an argument. I mean, you were both being stubborn, both being fools. I don't know. Might be an argument over who was better at something. You know, could be. I don't joke about anything that's not part of the reading. I read the energy the way I can. Let's see where we go. I don't know. That's nice. I like how that flew out and went sideways. 3 cards and a bottom card. Add it up, universe. What's the incoming energy? What actions they likely to take? Let's go. Let's go. Bottom card, 8 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. We can't get rid of it. We can't get rid of the earlier cards. The two of Wands. And the 8 of Pentacles is coming in. This is where we started with, you know, the overall energy with nothing happening and then something happening. Everybody's person is realizing that they have to do something if they want something to happen. I know that sounds like pure, easy, simple logic, but you'd be surprised how many people do nothing and then get mad when nothing happens. You'd be surprised. Actually, it's most people. Believe it or not. People blame shift all kinds of things for their life. The way their life is. Well, I was born here. I was that, and we were that, and it was that, and then that economy did that, and then that did that, and that. It's all a bunch of excuse machines. You just keep plodding along. You just keep doing things. You strategize. You be smart. These energies, these incoming energies, people attached to you are getting smarter. They're realizing that they need to do something here. That doing nothing just leads to us getting stuck here in always planning and never doing. Right? Plans falling through, things, relationships falling through. I believe we have something constructive that's setting up to happen. All right? It might happen rather suddenly. You might not be in the right mood for it at the time. It might catch you at a bad time. The phone rings right while you're on the toilet. Right? Turd half out. Get up and get the phone. I know it's going to chop the turd in half, and then you're going to have half a turd. I know. Get up and get the goddamn phone. It's just what it is. It's out of nowhere. Shit's happening. Just take the phone with you in the bathroom, and then you don't have to do the stand-up cut turd thing. Okay? Whatever it is. Everybody's got somebody attached to them that's realizing, oh, nothing happened here because I didn't do enough, or I didn't say enough, or I didn't do something. They all also realize that this connection isn't going anywhere. And if you want proof of what I'm saying, we didn't know it was there fueling this card, right? The Eight of Pentacles is the Knight of Cups. We've got some changed energies here. It's in no small part due to the surrounding energies right now. They're sort of creating this sort of magic, if you will. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best. Stay tuned tomorrow for Mercury and Gemini, which I plan to pull anyway. All right, good luck.